What's
Wait
up,
a minute.
everyone?
Just kidding. I had to destroy your intro. Sorry, go ahead.
That was going to be the perfect one.
Here, ready?
What's up?
I didn't do anything.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Audio Link Podcast. It's Tom and Brandon here, and we're so excited. Today we're going to be talking about PA systems, which all audio guys love talking about PAs. So if you like PA systems, you like thinking about them, you are considering buying a new one or
I love
encouraging
thinking
someone
about PAs.
or you're considering buying one or selling one or something like that, or you're curious, is my PA system good? Is it bad? Is the PA the problem? Am I the problem? Check out this episode. I think you'll like it.
Spoiler alert, you are the problem.
All right.
I'm kidding. Do we need to keep introducing ourselves? I feel like we don't. I think they know us.
Yeah, maybe
That's
we
okay.
do. All
Enjoy.
right. Enjoy. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah,
That was
okay.
Dicka.
A little flammy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Audio Link Podcast, gentlemen and ladies. I'm sure I know at least one woman listens. That's my wife. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, babe.
Probably the only one.
Your wife listens. No, she's too busy. You have 4 kids.
Occasionally she listens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Usually to the rough cuts.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this acceptable to be in?
Like, am I going to get canceled for?
She's usually like, no.
Yeah.
Don't put that.
Yeah. So, okay, we're going to talk about something that is polarizing, and our opinions on the subject, which
Polarizing.
is yes,
Polarity.
starts with a P, not polarity. It is PA systems. So, okay, I think we should do the ranking system like we did last time because that was fun.
Yep. All right,
Go
great.
from
Yeah,
0
let
to
me
10 starting, and we'll do like A level. Like, you ever seen those like superhero ranking videos on YouTube? Like S tier, like God, and then you have A, B, C, D, E, not
Yep.
E, no, F, A, B, C, D, F. Although that is weird. Why isn't there an E? You ever think about that?
What, in what?
And no, he's not listening to me.
Sorry,
It's
I was looking up this list, dude. Top 10 list of PA.
fine. So let's do let's do that. That'll be good.
All right, great.
So like pro level budget's not a problem, and then I only have $480.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, so how about we talk this, because this is how I actually think about PA. Let's talk about the high-end brands. Let's talk about the mid-tier brands, and then let's talk about the low-tier brands.
I just said all of this.
Yeah, in that order, I guess I'm saying. I struggle to listen, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, high-end brands. So
There's really only 2.
Yeah, when I think about high-end brands, I
3.
talk about 5 or 6 brands.
Oh, okay.
The 6 brands, and one has just broken into the high-end brands in my mind.
Starts with an M.
It starts with an M and it ends with an Artin.
Martin.
Martin Audio.
Oh God.
What if we put the accent mark in it? It's just
Martin.
Martin
Gabe,
Audio.
You heard that? Gabe's not going to listen.
Martin Audio Brazil.
Gabe has graduated from editing our podcasts, and so someone's going to have to. It might be Nate. It'll be Nate. Who are we kidding?
Well, we can have that
Martin.
in there.
Just like bam.
Oh yeah, the accent mark.
The graphic right here.
Martin. So when I think of the high-end brands, I think of the following 5 primarily, starting, of course, with L-Acoustics, D&B, Meyer, EAW, and Adamson. Those are the top. Those have been the big 5, at least in the touring world, over the last 20 years. Claire doesn't count because they just don't matter to me. No one has them.
I mean, they're like on U2's tour. They're 360
Well,
tour.
no, they're on tour.
That's
Yeah.
That's someone.
They're on tour, but like no venue. Have you ever been to a venue with Claire
I think so.
PAs?
You wouldn't know
Maybe
it though.
one.
Because I don't know if they're. I mean, I'm ignorant, so I might be
wouldn't
speaking.
quite say you're ignorant, but carry on.
Speaking out of hand, maybe. I just don't know if I've seen a lot of Claire outside of the touring world. I think that they're maybe 1 or 2 installs, but
Yeah, I mean, I know my grandparents' church had it temporarily while their EAW system was getting in. That's the only time I've seen it deployed in like an install environment.
yeah.
But I know they're sick. I've heard them, and they're pretty cool.
I don't know I haven't heard them enough to have an opinion. Although if U2 uses them,
that could mean a lot.
it could mean a lot or nothing.
Yeah,
We don't know.
I mean, we talked about the Coldplay tour.
It's true. That was D&B.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yep.
So
We love you.
which is quite the shame. It's because I love them so much. Okay, so yeah, I think of those brands. I feel like
Dodge the topic.
yes, I feel like Martin has made their way into that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of them as a brand.
They're like
but
70% the price of all of them, and they sound just as good.
literally,
It's crazy. Yeah.
So let's start with the first one I said, L-Acoustics. What's your take?
They're great. They're great. It's hard. I mean, they're kind of the standard bearer, I think. It's like really a fight between D&B and L-Acoustics for like who's better, and it's not really about better because they're both spectacular.
Yeah.
So it's like I think
Give me a
L-Acoustics
take on their different products.
L-Acoustics might be more musical generally as a box.
I agree with that.
But it's like you're talking about like you ever play like Madden, NFL football, and it's like 98 speed versus 99 speed.
Yeah.
That's like the music. That's what I'm.
Musicality.
That's the
Yeah.
And or like agility and all these things. I think the biggest thing that both of them do so well is headroom.
Oh my god.
They have so much headroom.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't have to like at all volumes from really quiet to super loud.
Yeah.
You're never hitting any sort of like distortion coming from the box being overloaded or overpowered.
Yep.
Or like anything, just
Very difficult to make that happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's done it.
Well, if you have an appropriate amount of PA for the content,
Yeah.
it's like it's difficult.
Yep.
All right, give me your take on their different products. So let's just say
I'm
you've
much more
got
familiar with D&B, but
Kiva, Kara, K2,
Yeah.
K3, and K1.
K1.
Yeah.
That
Because
was
I know
an
you
odd-
mix on K1 every day.
You would. I thought you would start. You started K2, K3, K1. That's like,
That made no sense. Yeah.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I've actually never mixed on K1. Never.
I haven't either.
Because they're so K2 kind of did. It took all of the like medium sized arena stuff. Like
Yes.
K1 is like, what's that?
Outdoor.
Like outdoor stuff that's like Glastonbury or what
Huge. Hollywood
Coachella,
Bowl.
all that stuff. Hollywood Bowl, yeah. That's like K1 area, and which is crazy. But K2 is amazing. It's unbelievable. It might be. I mean, it's top 2 for me.
Yeah,
It's
it might
like-
be the best box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
What do you like about it more than the D&B one?
I don't know that I like
musicality?
it anymore. I think it just like I can hear everything. You don't have to try
Yeah.
to get it to do what you're wanting it to do.
Yeah.
I think the competitor to K2 on D&B side is KSL,
Yeah.
and I think I have to do more work with KSL. The headroom is there. I think it's the depth of field that I struggle with. Like it feels slightly narrower. The KSL does.
KSL does, yes.
Versus K2. I think K2 might be a slightly better box, but it is not cardioid. That's a huge
so
game
indoor, huge factor.
changer. Huge factor.
Yeah.
So if
yeah.
you're doing anything in the round, I mean, D&B's the move.
Oh,
For sure.
it's the only option. Them and Martin are like the only
like
option.
L2 is, so we're jumping around. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
K2's great. I have not heard L2 yet. I know Lee.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention L2, yeah.
Lee just did this thing at Watermark.
With
I
L2,
was-
yeah.
I was-
He said it was nice.
Yeah, I was. My son was in the hospital, so I couldn't go. But he's fine. Thank you for asking. Anyway,
You're welcome. I already knew, so.
yeah, I know. But I really wanted to go. I've heard. I mean, I think Lisa is a different idea than
Elisa?
the LISA. Lisa is a different idea than Soundscape. I think it's not quite as like 360 and more just ultra wide stereo.
Yeah,
That's
well,
kind of the idea.
What do you call it? What do they call this mixing?
Object
Object based. Yeah, object based mixing, but it's not 360.
Yeah. So
that's the difference. Soundscape is object-based mixing,
Yes.
but then they added the 360 element and they added the room emulation element. Those are the two add-ons.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to hear L2. I've heard mixed reviews on it because it's fully cardioid. It's L-Acoustics' first like fully cardioid box, which was pioneered kind of by D&B. They're kind of like it's like a a brand race, so to speak. But I've not heard it. I really want to. It's not like fully widely used yet, so I'm sure we will.
I guess I'll riff on K2 and L2 fast before we move to the next one. So the K2, one thing I did notice is, like you said, if you're wondering what I think Brandon means when he's talking like musicality, it's like how quickly is it done, you know?
Yeah.
And like K2, and even if I think L-Acoustics in general, you high pass, if the PA is tuned, you high pass filter a microphone, it sounds pretty perfect. Like it's like, okay, I guess I could make it sound more podcasty than this.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's just there. Like it's there.
Mm-hmm.
All the top end is there. It's silky.
Yeah.
You could add, you could subtract, but in general, it's there.
Yep.
And I like that.
I do too.
About L-Acoustics. It's there. The upper mids are smooth, but you can still hear them.
Ultra clear.
Ultra clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that about L-Acoustics stuff. I think GSL, the big boy D&B, is much more like that than KSL is.
Well, KSL's not 12s, right?
It's 10s, I think.
It's like 10s and 8s or something?
I don't think it's 12s either. I think it's 10s.
Yeah.
But K2 is 12s.
K2 is actually straight up dual 12, which is interesting. But yeah, and then L2, haven't heard it yet. Excited though. And the thing I like about L2 as a concept is that it is this larger...
Constant curvature thing?
Yeah, like as a concept, it is a fixture that you can just kind of like deploy, like one of them, and knock out like a medium-sized room with a couple fills.
Yeah.
It's just a very simple solution.
Like the L2D on its own, and that's it.
Yes, and when I think about like the nightmares, like when I hear some line raise that we'll run into, I'm just like, you guys didn't really, there's a lot going on. And with that, like there's nothing that can go on. It's just one box.
Yeah.
And it's all
and one
done.
connection.
And it's one connection. Yeah. And that piece is
very nice.
Yeah, I think that's
like
nice.
A touring guy's like dream.
Well, that's I think of the WIFO, the upper room WIFO.
The arcs.
Yeah, it's kind of like what that array is, but in the air, but it's long throw.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that narrow, wide.
Yeah.
Is that what we had? Narrow,
yeah, it's
wide.
The top box was the long throw. The bottom two were short throws.
Exactly.
So they're like thinner and they're angled a little bit more. They
just did that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a software element there is.
Not much. I mean, it's like 15-year-old technology now.
In the L2?
No, in the WIFOs.
No, I was talking about in the L2, like how much if you're deploying it at the top of array and you're going to have another one below it, is there a different something with how much power you send to each driver?
Yeah, they're passive boxes. I think they're passive. Yeah, they are. They're not powered.
No, yeah, they're passive.
Yeah.
L-Acoustics doesn't make any powered boxes.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah, okay. Kara.
I have heard Kara.
Like K3,
twice.
K3.
Oh. My one experience mixing on K3 was not wonderful, but I think that was a tuning problem. It was in Florida.
Same.
But I think if K3 is half the box that K2 is, it's going to be awesome. But they made it smaller format, so I think as you scale stuff down, there's just less room for physics to really develop.
Yeah.
And so smaller boxes are going to really have a hard time. That's what I like about D&B, because everything is compact. Even their huge box
like Mercedes, dude.
is like super compact. It's like the GSL. It's like, that there's what they're doing. The physics work at all sizes.
Yeah.
Right. I think that L-Acoustics might struggle with that, as they get down, because the VDOS was this massive box. and it was like dual 15s in this whole thing, and it relied on like the cabinet having room to throw, and that like K2, K1, I mean, I just don't think it works quite as well as you go down. You lose that really amazing depth of field quickly, I think, as you get smaller. But I'm sure it's less noticeable with K3, but like I've certainly heard it with Kara. So,
oh yeah, I'd agree with that. Kara's kind of, it's interesting.
Or Kara 2 now. Right?
Yeah, Kara 2. If you have enough.
Yeah.
K3.
You need 64 of them.
I've encountered K3 3 times now. Wasn't happy anytime. But I don't. Again, there's a lot of variables. 3 times is really not fair.
Yeah.
Even.
Well, it's not unfair either. But
if I could equate, if I could equate these brands to F1 teams,
yes, here we go.
I would probably say that L-Acoustics is kind of like I would say that L-Acoustics is kind of like McLaren, where like their product is just really, really good, and they don't have their product is just really, really good. And I feel like D&B is more like Red Bull in the sense that like they have this very specific driver and very specific car that is so killer, but like without the right hands on it, like what you mentioned about that one tour, I'm not going to throw any shade, but that one tour that you went to the show and it was really bad.
Was it?
Yes.
Starts with a and ends with an old play?
No.
Not them. Okay, sorry.
It was another one that you went to here.
Okay.
That was a KSL rig.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't remember? Oh,
guys,
my gosh.
I know.
I'm not going to throw shade.
Pause for effect. Okay, it's fine. Text me.
All right, I'll text you right now.
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
The point is, I'm texting you. So
Was
the
it a
point
tour?
is that one.
I saw Willie Nelson. I don't go to a lot of concerts, guys. I'm sorry.
That one tour that you were like, it sounds so bad.
Oh God.
Yes. It sounds so bad.
That wasn't a tour in my mind.
Yes, but the point is, it can sound so bad because it's like Max Verstappen's car, where it's so sensitive.
I think the PA was actually upside down.
All right, well, you're going to get into specifics and give yourself away.
No, I won't. But we went to this venue in Dallas here. It's actually, anyway. So I think the PA, it was like 115 dB in the bottom section closest to the speakers, and it was like 82 at front of house.
115.
I'm not kidding. And so I'm like, guys, I think your system processor flipped the PA.
Did you tell him that?
Oh, yeah. And he didn't really. It's fine. I was like, dude,
they were
how do you say that, first of all? What do you
They were just rapturing people up
I
at the
just
front
don't even know.
just-
But I was like, Steph, plug your ears. Like I got
That was
I
dangerous.
always bring my in-ears and just take the cables out to all concerts I go to.
Yeah,
So I just have this,
pretty flat level
Yeah, but
reduction.
it's more, I don't care about how it sounds. I care about just protecting my
volume,
hearing. So, but it was loud with my ears in. And like I've gone to the shooting range and I've used just my in-ear things. And I've gone to things and like guns are loud. They are loud, right? You don't have hearing protection, 2 shots, you're going to have serious tinnitus for the rest of your life. So it was, anyway, it was just unbelievably loud. And I was, and I went back and I was just like, and I know the guys, I was just like, I think it's upside down, bro.
Dude,
it's like, how do you say that?
Well, with the ray processing and all that, you can make a mistake like that. It's so complicated.
And I think that's what happened. And
the
to be
ray
fair,
processing,
the mix itself would have been fire.
Really?
Well, yes, because it's. I mean, these guys are great.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it was just the PA.
I think the system process, the guy who
upside down, the
system tech, I think. Flipped his Cat 5 cables or something. I don't know. It's not even possible, but yeah.
Either way, the point is, I think there's just a usability, and I think for people considering a PA that are ready to like get the best thing that they can get, I think if people want something that's going to be really smooth and they don't have like a record mixer-esque guy mixing front of house, L-Acoustics is definitely favorable to D&B because I think it's very easy it's like if you played Halo, Call of Duty, and put your sensitivity all the way up. Is kind of what D&B is. You're just gonna like skirt all over the. Yeah, you're just gonna overreact. Your moves are gonna be too big. The PA's almost too capable. You know.
How do you feel about Meyer? Even though that's my last name.
I think all things named Meyer are a joke.
Oh, same.
I'm joking.
I told that to my dad. He didn't like it.
Just joking. Just kidding. Yeah, Meyer. So my take on Meyer, bro. I think Meyer is generally pretty disappointing to me. I think their point source boxes might be the best product in the market.
Like the XT40s or whatever those are.
Those boxes,
they're great.
Are insane for no reason.
Okay.
Something about how they line array up.
Before we get too into the shade, I think what they did for the industry was they brought the powered box to the masses.
Yeah.
That's great. And they have, I think what you're hearing is not like, I don't necessarily, I feel like your system tuner has to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable in order to make it sound like you'd want it to sound.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because even that, I think that you run into volume problems. Like, so my experience with Meyer is that at low volumes, they don't sound good at all. Like you have to push it above a threshold and then it's like really loud, but then you're like.
The way the different drivers power.
Yeah, it feels
strange.
It feels very flat, like not deep at all. Like the textures and like with the K2, how you hear the depth of field.
Oh my gosh!
Like
yes.
I don't hear that at all with Meyer typically, and I don't know if that's the way I've been like the way I've experienced it with like system tuning because I mixed on Panthers. And I thought they were pretty solid boxes, right? That was on the National Mall last year, which was fun. But it was really windy too, so.
They were moving? Oh, no, the audio was moving.
Yeah, the audio is like when cymbals are gone, wow, they're loud. Cymbals are gone, wow, they're loud, that sort of thing.
That's crazy, dude.
But I didn't feel like it was, I felt like it was very one-dimensional. Like it does one thing.
Yeah.
It has to be loud. It has to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And that has its place for sure.
Yeah,
but
Metallica.
Dude, yeah, for sure. And they array up real easy, like the powered nature of it. It's like you're feeding them data basically, and that's it. And then Galaxy just does it all, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dude, I agree. I think the top end. What they didn't do, I feel like they have the energy of D&B like at like 10K. All of them do. Like they have like all of that there.
Yeah.
For the most part. But then the upper mids are just questionable to me. There's so much information there. And I think if people really know what they're doing, like I've heard a show mixed on Meyer that was fantastic. I was like, okay, this is it. And I think you can get separation because of the upper mids, but I just think it's not pleasing to the ear. Like the reason that I'm like a big Adamson and L-Acoustics fan is because the boxes are just pleasing to the ear.
Yeah.
You just play a song through it, stock, and you're like, wow, that's quite an experience like of music. And you don't, and it's not, and
you don't, and it's not.
Yeah, you don't. I'm saying you don't play it through L-Acoustics and
yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like Martin, not to get too far off, but like, well, sorry to close out with Meyer. I think Leopard is probably my favorite box. Just because there's a lot of rooms that you'll find out there between like 500 and 2,000. And Leopard can solve any of those problems.
Yep.
And they are powerful boxes.
Yeah.
I wish they had... I think the 1100s
are the greatest subs ever made.
Yeah.
Besides the B2s. The B2s are pretty great.
The 1100s are absurd.
Mm-hmm.
They're absurd subs.
Yeah.
It's like a SpaceX subwoofer. It feels like it.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't. Whose subs do you like more, L-Acoustics or D&B?
D&B. The B2 was, I think it's the greatest sub ever made. It's their old one for the J.
More than the NNNNs.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard those though.
If you don't know what NNNN audio is, go look them up. I call them the Saudi
it's like
audio company.
$30,000 a sub, but it's like
a single 18 is 30 grand.
I think it is a 21 or 22, but yeah. Anyway,
absurd.
Yeah.
Absurd.
I think with low end, there's way more grace.
Oh, totally.
Generally speaking, so it's like way more grace. It doesn't have to do everything. It has to do one thing.
Yeah.
And it has to be punchy and it has to be clear.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like with low end, it's really easy to make it great. It's hard to control it. And D&B controls low end better than anyone.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they're punchy and they're huge and they're clear and they're controlled.
Well, Shanoth is always talking to me about that. He's like, I feel like with his only issue with L-Acoustics, he's like the notes that the bass plays, even though they feel good, can you really hear the notes clear? With D&B, you can. You can really hear the notes.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, that's a bass guitar that I feel, but like all that information between like 90 hertz and 200 is just like so apparent in... I think it's something about the mechanics. I think it's better managed with...
Well, that's going to be above your sub anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying D&B in general, the way that it all interacts.
Yeah.
Like at upper room, like you can just hear the bass notes on a different level, I think, without it, you know,
I remember when Lucas was telling us that he's like, I got K2, 12K2 aside at Shoreline. It's like, bro, it's going to kill people. But he has so many subs in the air. And I'm like, bro,
that system could easily have no subs.
K2 is so powerful.
K2 goes down to 38
they got
hertz or something.
SB28s, I think. They don't have the
KS28s.
KS28, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I think they have SB28s. I don't think it's the KS.
I verified it with him.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Lucas, comment. Anyway, yeah, but it was like so much low end. I was thinking like that's a lot of, to have all of that in a controlled way, it's just, I feel like it's way, you have to do way too much work to the PA.
It's a lot. Yeah. Well, it's like, okay, I'm going to run this car, I'm going to run this car around 20, 30 miles an hour all the time and get the full experience.
In sixth gear.
Dude, kind of.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is you can probably get insane intelligibility because you're at such a low demand. I just think in general with those, it's like it's tough to get the right balance between the subs and the tops. I know that with K1, they did many tours without subs.
Oh, really?
Many tours without subs.
Because they're 15s, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With K2 in that room, it's probably possible. They go down to 35 hertz.
Yeah.
You just
you'll miss some energy for sure. But
totally.
But to
with
have
that many, that's a lot of...
I think he has I want to say 12 or 13 subs in the air. Like, it's a lot.
Something like that, yeah.
It's a lot
He's
of
also
subs.
got a lot of subs,
Yeah.
but...
And they have them on a
Killer
stage,
room.
bro. It's like, bro,
It's
he
game
put subs in any spot.
It's game time there, dude. It's
Sub
game
there,
time.
sub there. Bro.
Well, it sounds great, dude.
It does.
Them and Wheeler, Summit, they killed it.
Okay, so let's go quickly because we're still on A tier, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, just quick on EAW.
Okay, I don't know which one the big one is, but the
Anya.
Anya's the big one. That one's pretty awesome.
Yep. I'd agree.
It's the most sciencey of all of these boxes that we're talking about. It's the most sciencey, but it's ridiculous.
Dude,
it is ridiculous.
It's weird. It's weird
it
how good it is.
It shouldn't work, but it does. It's
Where'd you mix on it?
At that big church in me and Oscar and Julie and Gabe.
The Miami thing.
Yeah. We did this thing.
Yes.
At this church, Ray Jesus, King Jesus. This is big ministry in Miami, and I mixed for a house there. It was hilarious. It's awesome. I was like, it's an SD10, and the guy had, it's like Waves, and the guy had the front house guy had Waves on his laptop, like that was the controller for Waves.
Oh snap!
And then like as soon as everything was done, he shuts his laptop and leaves. I'm like, I guess we're done. Okay, but
dude, running the whole.
It was so empowering. I felt like I got. I
you
had
could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, and it did everything really well. And it was like they're like flat. They hang straight up and down, but like the the speakers inside are like moving, and they it's crazy. It's the most sciencey of all of the boxes. But
dude,
I haven't heard the little ones. Anna.
Yeah, or Anna. Yeah, I have, and they're fantastic.
Yeah. Crazy.
I think they're pretty fantastic. Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't get more market penetration.
They're so expensive.
Yeah. I think it's a lot for people to get their head around.
Well, it's also, I think it's the same price as like a GSL or a K1. Like
it's not cheap.
It is up there for sure.
They're low end. You know how I would describe their systems to sound? Like Genelec. They sound like Genelec, but in rooms where like all of that sparkly stuff is all there. You've just got it all there, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and it's sweet. It's pretty sweet.
And the system tuning that I mixed on might have been more tame in the top end, but it was. I mean, I agree. It was easy to get like, just that. It was really easy to mix.
You need 16K, you got it.
It was very easy, and there was no feedback, 0.
Well, I think the whole thing is.
I don't know if it's cardioid, but it wouldn't surprise me. It's the most sciencey.
It's insane, dude. They're doing everything at once.
Yeah.
Also, I know a tour that did big Anya deployment, no subs. Many tours did that.
Interesting.
I know Tom Petty's was the.
Well, don't the subs are the same formation? They're not square.
Autos, yeah, they are. Yeah,
they are
the
square.
autos are.
Tom knows everything about all these boxes.
No. But the autos, 6 subs. I must admit, dude. Autos were really, really cool subs. Very round. Like, you could get really cool transient out of the subs. And I think the AW is great. Also, I have to give props to the AW. Their dominance in the early 2000s and the 90s.
Oh, yeah. 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
They had the first, like, long throw box, the 853.
Dude,
I think.
When
I worked at Onstage,
yeah.
we had, it was like a 2010, 2011, like they were decommissioning all those,
yeah.
850, 853 boxes. They were huge triangle, or like trapezoidal looking boxes. They were like 300 pounds a piece.
Dude.
And they're huge. They're like this tall, like it was a massive. And then
Monsters.
the 853s were deep because they had like this horn in them to throw further for like marathons and stuff. You like mount a PA up and it has to throw 1,000 feet, or those crown subs, Crown subs. They're not crown subs, crown amps. All these crown amps that they had, dude, crazy.
I've never dealt with a like point source EAW PA that was working, because like a lot of them are old and like damaged.
Yeah.
But I've never dealt with one that was working that I was like, oh, this is a piece of junk. Never. I'm typically like,
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. That venue here, that you mixed.
We're not going to include JBL in this conversation.
They're not joining us. Sorry, guys. They're staying out of the chat.
I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, I guess. I'm sorry.
Sorry, they're not joining.
Yeah.
I don't know. I talked about it on some podcasts, but that show that I mixed, that one show that I mixed on the M7 with Waves.
Oh, yeah.
When I came back from Europe, that one for my dad's birthday, I was so impressed with what I was able to do on this one gigantic box. And it could just deliver the mail, dude. It really could. Yeah, but awesome. All right, let's talk about a couple mid-tier brands.
Okay, so mid-tier is going to be hard because I think all of those offerings are also in the mid-tier. So,
all right, let me cover the mid-tier brands for you then.
Okay.
So we're gonna call mid-tier brands RCF.
Oh, I was gonna go lower tier with them.
You were gonna call them lower tier?
Lower tier, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. All right, mid-tier brands.
DB Tech and RCF.
Yeah, and QC, yeah. Okay, So
Or
we could say mid-tier. We would say Nexo.
okay, yeah,
Even though they've made some pretty expensive products.
yes.
Nexo, I guess Martin.
Also Martin.
Yeah, Martin.
Martin. If I don't see a
Nexo.
big graphic when you edit this, I'll be upset.
Yes, we're going to be very mad. We don't know what the graphic's going to be.
Martin.
Nexo, Martin. Who else are we throwing in there? Who's...
you can put JBL in there.
Okay, we'll put JBL in there. That's fine.
See?
They can join the chat.
Yeah.
And who else do we run into out there?
I mean, the whole Send tour was on JBL's last year or 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say those are three of the main ones. Takes?
I think you can get all of them to sound really good. It's like you just have to be tuned well, and yeah. I don't have a hard opinion. I mean, if you're going to include RCF.
Oh, EV. Let's throw EV in there. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're mid-tier priced.
You were an integrator, so you know the prices.
I do.
I don't know the prices. Yeah. EV stuff, I'm not sure. I think we run into a lot of their point source powered boxes.
Dude, they've made their way around there.
Yeah. And
yeah, even though their point source is generally lower tier, but
yeah,
it's that
like the
they're
Eon,
really
the JBL Eon.
Exactly. But yeah, Nexo. What's your take on Nexo?
I mixed out of church for a couple of years with Nexo. I think they're the GOS
12s. Oh yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highland Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, GOS 12.
And they're good. I felt like the tuning was rough, and I couldn't get what I wanted. But
yeah,
it's room size limitations, and like the acoustics in the room are a huge
There's
factor.
a lot of PA for that room.
Yeah, a lot of PA.
But that's what they did with the S12 because they didn't have anything smaller other than an 8.
Mm-hmm. That was too small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is that a 10-inch box?
12, GOS 12.
Is it?
That's a 12, dude. A single 12. That's what you got there. Yep. I used to own a bunch of those.
Yeah.
You helped me move them once.
I remember.
Yeah.
Don't miss those times. Anyway. Yeah, I don't have a hard opinion, really. I think for what they were, they did decently, I think. But also, I was still learning, too.
Yeah,
So
what do you think of their subs?
the RS-18s are great.
Yeah.
They're hard to beat, for sure.
Dude, I was going to say the GOS 12, I think for the top end is just not smooth, I think is the problem.
Very harsh.
It's harsh. It's just like it's very rock and roll box. The Geos, and I think if you're gonna make a snare that has like a lot of upper mids and like run things really loud with a ton of low end, and you need to just be able to get all of that top end. The boxes, I feel like Nexo, especially the Geo series, was made to be run at like 105 dB. Because like the low end can do it.
Yeah.
Like it can go crazy and it can make it balanced at 105.
Yeah.
But you need to, and the tops can do pretty much whatever you ask of them from a volume standpoint.
Yeah.
It's just the tonality gets very sketch.
Yeah.
And
Well, it can do it, but can it do it?
Yeah, it can do it. It just doesn't sound exactly how you want. You're just like meh.
My 1974 Subaru will go 85 miles an hour.
Exactly.
But you'll know you're going exactly.
You
85
will
miles.
know. Yeah, you'll feel it.
Yeah.
I feel that way. Their top end stuff, their high end stuff is, it's okay. It's okay. I don't think it did anything that special. But
I mean, the large format boxes are pretty dominated by L-Acoustics and D&B.
Yeah, it was tough. I think any brand's entering a market like that, it's tough. You either need to make something that's better, or you need to just lay up. And
I don't even think making it better is
possible.
Not even. I wouldn't say possible. I was just gonna say I don't think making it better is beneficial, because first of all, it's going to cost more. Secondly, it's more about like marketing and who's buying into this,
dude.
Who's doing a tour with this?
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, at least with PA, I used to think it was all fads. It's not, dude. Like, L-Acoustics and D&B are the most popular because they're the best.
Yes.
Like, they're actually the best.
Yeah.
And I love fields that are that way.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, they're just the most popular because of whatever.
Yeah.
iPhones are more popular because they're just better.
Yeah.
And I think it's similar.
Sorry, Android users.
Yeah, sorry, guys. iPhones are just objectively better.
Well. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. All right. So Nexo, yeah. Give Nexo a grade out of 10.
5.
5 or
that
6.
was
Pretty harsh. Yeah.
5 or 6.
Nah, I would probably say 6.
5.6.
All right. That's acceptable.
Yeah.
All right. Martin.
7.
Okay. Any other explanation on Martin?
Oh, you want me? Yeah. I think the quality, again, they're low tier or mid tier rather. Like mid rooms, like small to medium format boxes, feel just as good as their large format boxes, but they're like that's their bread and butter. The medium format stuff, competes with D&B, like XSL and the T box, the T series D&B. So that I think that's and they're not powered, but they are really flexible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they have a lot of like waveguide control and
array processing, all that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah,
and
dude.
they're half the price or whatever. It's like they're
for the money. I would probably say anyone out there that's considering buying a PA and they're like, yeah, we have some budget. I would say try to find a way to get Martin because they're just insane. I think I would probably if I'm thinking value, I would put them at a 10.
Yeah. For sure.
On a scale of value. Yeah. Because D&B, on a scale of value for the price, I would probably put them at an 8 or 9. Because they're so expensive. They're so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I would grade L-Acoustics higher from a value standpoint. Or, probably higher for the price because D&B's has made them price themselves out a little bit because they become so popular. But I feel like Martin, you can really get a legitimate high-end, like any tour in the world could be using that and having pretty much the same experience, Yeah. And I think that's really cool.
That D&B versus, I agree, I think they are really expensive unnecessarily.
Yeah.
But I think what we're seeing, and obviously this happens in like the medical field too. It's like all the R&D money you spent is priced into the cost of the medical care you receive.
Yeah, and it all goes to the top box.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's spread around their lineup, but yeah, like that whole all the amps and all the like the DS100, it's like a $30,000, whatever. It's like really expensive.
Yeah,
I think that was probably less than that, but like everything's really expensive. It's all very premium, and at a certain point. It becomes like you really, really want this experience, or they're the only ones offering it, right? So like the soundscape idea is like you have to have the DS100 and all the other processing, and they're the only ones that do it like that. And the room emulation in the soundscape stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Totally.
But if we're just doing a stereo, like basic system for a 1,000-seat room, I would not pick D&B necessarily.
No,
because it's not like fiscally responsible.
No,
for the money you spend and for the.
Well, you have to do their A series.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what you got to do. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I'm sure. I think they kind of push that direction. Oh yeah, I agree with that. All right. Yeah, quick take on JBL because I'm sure a lot of our listeners have them.
The VTX, or was it the Vertex? It's not it's like the new Vertex. Vertex, the old one. The VTX. I don't know what the name of
their current one that looks like Vertex, or their current A. It's something like A series.
Their large format.
They have a large format that looks like normal boxes. It doesn't look like dual. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
They have a series now.
I thought it was Vertex.
That's their old flagship.
Yeah. But it's like a newer version of that.
Let's check this.
Anyway, we used it at the Send all last year.
Okay.
And it was, end of 23 and beginning of 24. It was good. It was, acceptable for sure. You can get what you want out of it.
Yep.
That's just good. Delivered the mail.
Dude, I mean, that's half the battle. It's interesting I feel like the JBL lineup they came out with VRX and really rocked the game a lot. And I feel like that bought them so much credibility.
The constant curvature stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, VRX, we said that disrespectful comment about them, but VRX is...
You have to remove a lot of 1.5K. A lot.
Yes.
But
for the price, at least the price at the time, I think it's moved a bit. For the price, there are still contexts, PA contexts, that I'm like, you know what? VRX might be the best solution for this room right now, given the price.
What are the constant curvature? That's like low tier VRX. So like,
it's $3,000 a box for the powered one, but what is the competitor to that? QSC makes the... So pretty much, Turbo Sound Berlin is the one that's like a replica almost of the VRX.
Okay.
That's a really common competitor with it.
The only reason I know that Turbo Sound exists is because at my church growing up, we had 2 massive dual 18 Turbo Sound subs.
How were they?
I was 12, so I
very
couldn't
good.
tell you. But I know that I wanted more low end.
Boom?
I wanted more low end. I literally would turn on the main. It's like a 1,000-seat room, probably not that much. Probably like 900 seats.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I turn on the PA and I go up to the drum set, turn the subs all the way up, and hit the kick drum because the subs were right behind the drum set.
Just to feel it
behind the curtains, which is not smart because it's all absorbing all your low end. But whatever. Like I would hit the kick and just, wow, it's working.
Yeah, just to feel the subs.
Yeah.
Dude, no, literally.
Jason just called me. Should we answer it on the podcast?
We'll call him back.
Sorry, Jason. I'll call you back. We're recording a podcast.
Yes, we're recording a podcast.
But that was...
Dude, I think those brands, JBL Turbo Sound, I think people that have them, like, it's an issue of the tuning. The box is already very doctored up, like, when you get it. So all the frequencies are not there. I think that's a big piece of it. Like, they're just not all there, and they're not all there, like, with any degree of fidelity.
Some guys like, I don't like that one.
Yeah. They're just kind of made to kind of feel loud.
Yeah.
They're made to feel kind of loud and scoopy. And I think if you're in a room where that works, like if you have a lot of plaster or something in like the upper mids, XYZ,
plaster.
Sometimes it can work.
Yeah.
And I will say to not only throw shade here today, the VRXs with their subs.
Yeah.
You have 3 of those VRXs per side and 4 of their subs, 2 per side, in a little gig. You have a sound system.
Indeed. It will make sound.
It will make sound, and you'll have a full range experience. And I think that's a Philish range,
Yeah.
So, but other than that, Vertec, I never.
Every time I heard Vertec, it was like.
Exactly. Something about like 5 kilohertz was just like
the new version. I think the newer version is what I was using at the Send.
So, I'll look that up later.
Yeah, I think it's VTX. I want to say it's
VTX.
I think
that's always what Vertec was actually called, was VTX. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I have no idea.
I know they have another series. I think it's called the A series or something like that, and it's their current large format boxes.
Okay.
They just look like normal boxes. They're expensive for sure, and I haven't heard much about them. I know they have another large format box, but how bad could they be?
I don't know. They also make AirPods.
That's true. All right, let's just talk about the inexpensive stuff a second, or the lower tier, because I'm sure we have a lot of listeners that have these products.
Yeah,
because they're very popular.
So K12s for those like powered.
Yeah. What's your thought on QSC speakers?
I think for what they do, I mean, every low tier box, we're thinking point source, small format, small room, corporate gig, that sort of thing. It's not going to be demanded a lot of. So, for those purposes, I think it's good. It's going to be hard with any of them to put a band through it.
Yeah.
And with any sort of volume or fidelity without blowing that little 12-inch, that poor 12-inch sub that's built smoke. So, yeah, there's value obviously in all of that stuff, but to make any sort of volume, we need the sub, and you need to for sure high pass that top speaker before you destroy it,
Totally. You can get tempted to run some low end.
It's not even about the quality of what you're hearing. It's about at that point it becomes more about what is available to you. What band or what pieces in the band are we having? Who's playing what? Do you have a kick drum mic? Because most of the time it's small church format, and all you're trying to do is have things audible.
Yeah, exactly.
So, for that purpose, I think QSC's lineup does, in my experience, the best at that.
Yeah, I would say that around $800 to $1,000 a box.
K12's $1,000 or K10, K12.
Yeah, I think it's $800.
That's great.
And yeah, I think those, it's interesting because I've heard some K12 mixed in. Excuse me. I've heard some K12 mixed in to actual PAs. Yeah, you know what I mean? As
fills or something?
Extra delays or fills or they just needed. And for me, it's at low volumes.
Yeah.
They're not that bad. I think you just the car starts shaking at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah. Guys, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
your tires are all out of balance.
Yeah. I would say though, if you need a pair of powered speakers and subs, and that's all the budget allows, and you want a PA system, Martin Audio backline
that's true.
is probably the move. The price is very similar and it's better. But QSC, easy to get, they rough and tumble for sure. I don't know how reliable and how easy those amplifiers go out in the backline series. I know on the QSCs, you could dunk them in the ocean and pull them out, and they'll probably work. So
they are the SM58.
They're kind of the SM58,
the low tier AudioLink podcast rating system.
Yes. So, I would probably lean that direction. But yeah, all right. RCF and anybody else in DB Tech? Yeah,
RCF is, for the money. What is it, $1,200 or for $1,400 a box for the 10s,
HDL 10s.
HDL 10s.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
hard
I think
to
it's
beat.
$2,000, but yeah.
Is it $2,000? It might be $2,000. I don't know. I think it's you can make them sound good.
I've heard you make them sound pretty good before.
That's where?
In Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not a full.
Mm-hmm. Is that before or after?
Well, also AudioLink.
Before
AudioLink,
or after the tornado?
Yeah, it was after actually.
Really?
Yeah.
And it still sounded good.
Sounded good.
And it was. Yeah. It was
I was gonna say that's funny. We have AudioLink deployed on a handful of HDL 10s, and
they do the job for sure.
Yeah.
I think the only problem with those is that they're steel boxes, and that's a problem. I think.
Yeah.
I get it's a cost measure.
There's resonances getting created
and
that are pretty bad.
It makes them really harsh.
Yeah.
And you have to be aware of the harshness.
Yeah.
So as you're working, all your everything from 3, 4K up is
you gotta be careful.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
But yep.
I think HDL 10s are cool. I think I would probably put them at the top of my list for small budget variable curvature line array.
Yeah. Or DB Tech maybe. No, I've not used
DB Tech's K5 series is what competes with those.
No.
HDL 10s are better.
Mm-hmm. Aren't the new HDL 10s? You could put the RNet whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the digital signal.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Dante? No.
No, you just have a system processing with RDNet.
Yeah, RDNet. That's what it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
and which is cool.
Yeah.
I think I wish you could send signal. I don't think you could send signal over the network like that, but
You probably could, but that would be an extra feature.
yeah. Overall, I think I think RCF is a solid brand, and people that are looking for a product that is inexpensive and is going to kind of get them to the next place, especially if they're dealing with a pair of point source QSCs right now, it is a next step.
That place I installed them was that. They went from QSC sticks, speakers on sticks, to that RCF HDL10.
For like 2,000 seats. It was a lot of seats.
And it worked really well.
But you had 9 per side.
9 per side.
And that's why it was like...
And the under balcony fills and everything else, and it worked really well. It sounded awesome in that room.
Yeah.
And you can I think that's... You quickly encounter the law of diminishing returns. When you do a move like that, you're like, I'm going to spend $120,000 or $130,000 on a PA. I don't want to spend $500,000 on a PA. And the difference in the sonic experience between 140K to 500K is going to be like 7, 8, 9% maybe.
Dude,
but you'll spend four times the money.
Well, and this is where like Brandon Meyer or Audio Link are mixing. you can like feel these fairly exponential jumps between those experientially. Like you could feel them. Normal.
Yeah, no one else is going to know.
Normal audio mix.
Yeah.
Like that is happening at most churches. I think that those jumps.
Yeah.
You're really leveraging those brands, those jumps in quality a lot less. And yeah, I definitely feel like I think one theme is that if buying a really expensive PA does not in any way guarantee that you have good sound.
Yeah.
And I think in moments it's like I want a really fast car. Well, if I buy a let's just see. There's so many fast cars I can think of. If I buy a Aston Martin, DBS, whatever, I'm going to be able to go really, really fast. But if I buy some like F1 vehicle, I don't even know how to handle it, and I can't make a turn, and it's kind of out of control. And I think that I see that.
Not to mention, you need a pit crew.
Yes, to change out the darts. But like I feel like that happens to a lot of even clients that we see, where I feel like they just kind of went a little bit over their head, and there's a lot that they're managing to try to hone things in. Also just across their technology in general.
There's a line of like, I need to buy a PA system, and then the next question is, what do I need to do? What is the goal of the PA system? Yeah. So like, if you could, to use the cars analogy, like you need to get from A to B. Like it does not matter what you're driving as long as you get to B, right? So getting to B is the goal. And I think every one of these can do the same thing. Like you're talking about, like, again, 7, 8, 9, 10% difference.
Yeah.
But 5x the price.
Yeah.
For a lot of this stuff. And I think that sound guys for sure, we overvalue our experience and undervalue the fiscal responsibility that we have to the audience and the congregation or whatever. Dude. Speaking in a church context, like tours, different story. But like for churches, like, do we need to spend $500,000 when we could spend $150 and have 96% of the same experience?
Dude, totally. And like I was telling you up in Frisco, like part of me right now, having replaced the subs, I'm like, if I just had a couple more subs and the PA was just fully functional, I wonder how close that is to
By fully functional, he means not smoking.
Yes. Not like broken fully. If it was fully functional, like the first day, those boxes, and I had these subs, how different is that from what will be with the L2? That's something I really wonder. you know, but it might not be much different at all.
Yeah.
You know, it might be 3% different. Maybe it's more. I don't know. But
I think it'll be more, but like,
yeah,
you'll hear
coverage pattern.
like,
is the big
I think the difference is that you'll hear you hear the things you need to fix quicker. Like that, those identifiable things are
totally,
you get it quicker.
Totally.
And versus when you have a suffering PA that's overdriven, and like, you know, you're dealing with more like overcoming harmonic distortion and overcoming blown drivers that can't do what you're trying to do.
Yes.
You know, anyway. But
well, I think, just in closing, guys, it's super fun talking about PA because it's like something we're dealing with all the time. And I think overall, if you're considering buying PA or you're like, is my PA the problem? I think in general...
Or am I the problem?
Yes, or am I the problem? I would say, at least in my experience of my journey, 99% of the time, I was the problem. And it wasn't until more recent years that I was really even able to clearly delineate a moment where I'm like, oh, there's nothing else I can do here. Like, this is a limitation of the box, or I have this, audio image in my head, and this can't perform the audio image, and that image is clear in my head, and it can't do it. And I could also distinguish that that's not the room either, right? Or X, Y, or Z. I think those realities, you want to really be there before you really start throwing down or say, hey, the PA is the problem. Also, I think with brands, it's really just, I feel like a lot of people prioritize brands over coverage. Yep. And for me, dude, I'm like, if I'm a pastor, I will take RCF HDLs that have full range audio to every seat over K2 and half the room not in direct coverage.
But the other half is getting blown away.
Yeah, literally. It's because of just that like 10% factor, you know?
Well, every seat matters, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's great.
Awesome. Hey, this was fun, guys. See you later.